Welcome everyone to the Hempy Talks podcast. In this season, we are making a shift to only hemp episodes and introducing lots of interesting hemp ideas to you from all over the world. And today I have somebody who is very special in a sense that what Tom Mathys represents here, hemp wood, got me excited because you wouldn't think of hemp wood primarily when you think of hemp. So that's kind of a very interesting start of a conversation, because when we are thinking saving trees and slowing down deforestation, we hardly ever think of hemp wood. So Tom, here is the first question for you. How did you find out about hemp in the first place, and what made you choose hemp wood?
First of all, Beatrix, thank you very much for having me on this podcast. It's truly an honor. I came in touch with hemp in general through a good friend of mine, Mr. Gregory Wilson, who is the founder and CEO and the main shareholder also of Hempwood. I have known Greg since 2008. And I have to go back a little bit in time to tell a bit about my personal journey. So in '97, quite a long time ago already, I came in touch with wood. It was my first job. I was in the wood business. And from the very beginning, I saw that, of course, we had a problem of deforestation. Companies wanted to do the right thing by buying FSC certified wood or PEFC certified. But still, of course, you had the problem of deforestation, which increased year by year. In 2006, I came across bamboo for the first time. I was traveling quite a lot to China, and I was amazed by bamboo, a self-regenerating plant, not a tree. You don't have to plant it. It grows by itself. It grows very fast. It has fantastic technical properties, tensile strength, and so on. And in that period, I met Gregory Wilson, so the Hempwood founder, and we worked together for a number of years. We stayed in touch. Greg has also then ventured into other materials than bamboo. He has used eucalyptus as an input material to produce other wood replacement products. But his first actually achievement was improving the bamboo production, so the compressed bamboo production in China. He has implemented this in several factories. After that period, he wanted to continue in the same way and using other fast-growing input materials like eucalyptus, like Tasmanian oak, and so on, to achieve actually the same goal, meaning creating a high-value wood replacement product using a fast-growing, in principle, low-value input material. And then we're talking about 2016. He decided to move back to the United States, set up a US-based, that was his dream, a US-based production using another fast-growing, high-value input material that had also amazing technical properties. And he came across hemp, and he was just amazed by industrial hemp. So hemp, there are all kinds of varieties of hemp, as you very well know. It is a fast-growing plant. It can grow from seed to fully grown plant in only 4 months. And it has also amazing technical properties. But now I'm already getting into why choosing industrial hemp. But this is how I got to know about hemp, and so it's thanks to Gregory Wilson, basically.
Thank you. And out of the many materials that you used, what was it that made him or you guys narrow it down to hemp only, or are you still producing many other materials as much as hemp wood, also other type of wood from other materials?
No, we are focused on producing hemp wood, which means a wood replacement made only from the stalk of the industrial hemp plant. We do not use any other input materials. It is just hemp. Because for us, hemp is an amazing material to work with. It has a very rich tradition. It is a fast-growing plant, as I said. And instead of chopping down trees, which normally have to grow 50 to 100 years, we can limit it to 4 months. So between seeding and harvesting, it's sowing for harvesting, it's only 4 months. It is a carbon negative a plant, meaning that it sequesters more CO2 than it actually outputs. So for every ton of industrial hemp, you have about 1.62 tons of CO2 that hemp can capture, which is amazing. And then, of course, you have also the technical properties, high tensile strength. It is very durable. And so there are all these reasons made us really want to work with hemp as the material to produce the first carbon negative wood replacement or replacement for regular wood. So yeah, we are very proud that hemp wood is actually the first carbon negative wood replacement worldwide.
Right. Thank you for sharing that. And that's amazing, you know, and that comes up frequently in the conversations, how amazing a plant industrial hemp is. And I have two questions which we didn't mention when we were getting ready for this call, but it really feels like, you know, important to ask. One is to pick your brain if on the debate currently going on in the US, you know, because now with the farm bill and, you know, and changing, and they are trying to modify it. And as much as I understand, it's still about that ancient confusion between industrial hemp and cannabis. What's your take on it?
Well, of course, for example, in Europe, there has been already a big evolution in understanding the difference between industrial hemp and the regular hemp. We have, of course, the industrial hemp that has a very low THC level. I think in Europe, basically, it's about 0.2% is allowed, which opens up the cultivation of industrial hemp, which we can only applaud. In the United States, yeah, it is, of course, state by state regulated. And we would also welcome any evolution in the direction of industrial hemp being more and more implemented. I think quite recently a new law was passed that hemp seeds can be used also for animal food, which would be great, of course, because then industrial hemp will be more and more cultivated and will only benefit the industrial hemp industry in general. But yeah, we were very happy in I think it was in 2014 when Kentucky applied a new farm bill specifically for the state of Kentucky. So that gave hempwood the opportunity to go into Kentucky and work under this new regulation, this new legislation, and start up its production.
Right. It all starts with the legislation, at the same time creative and innovative people like you are to bring in solutions that can be aligned with the regulation. And it also needs to be the buy-in from the customers. So when you started putting it out in the markets in the very first days or weeks or months, what was the feedback that you were receiving?
Oh, the feedback was amazing. Everybody loved it. Still the case. Everybody who sees hempwood, takes it in their hands, they are amazed by the material. They love it. And so we're also very happy that it's being implemented more and more, both by residential customers and certainly also by the commercial projects. So thanks to the carbon sequestration rate of hempwood and the strength and the durability, it is specified quite often in all kinds of commercial projects. So we are very happy that both ends of the spectrum love hempwood and can use it. Of course, if it's good enough to be used in a commercial project, it is certainly suitable for a residential project. So yeah, we can also use hemp wood in two different visuals. So when we produce hemp wood, we basically produce a block, a very compact block. It looks like wood, of course. And by turning it on its side 90 degrees, you can have two different visuals, which a more linear visual and a more marble visual. And this is also very much to the liking of anyone having the product in their hands, because they can basically choose what kind of visual they want to use. Yeah, so it's a very versatile product that appeals to many people.
It's very good to know, not only the residential, the commercial part as well. What do you think is the most attractive part of hemp wood that gets the attention of people and has this helps them to say yes to it,
Hemp wood it's not only how good it looks, or it's not only about how it can be applied. It's a combination of the product itself and also wanting to do the right thing. It's a life choice. That's what we say. Hemp wood is a life choice for ourselves, but also for future generations. If you have a product in your hand that can mean so much for the future, replace a lot of let's say a big part of the normal wood industry. Of course, hemp wood is very small still, but it can grow very, very fast, the whole industry. And even if we have only a few percentages of the wooden market in general, it would already be a big achievement, and it would mean so much worldwide for people in general, for our climate, for the future generations. And that is why we also welcome companies that want to produce hemp wood locally in their own country. So we're already having a lot of inquiries from groups, companies that say, why can't we use our locally grown industrial hemp in our own country and to produce hemp wood? And yeah, we have a license program, so it is possible. So we're already in negotiations with several companies in several continents to produce hemp wood locally. So we are only in favor of this, and it will help to grow the hemp wood family worldwide.
Yes, and it's also going to maximize the impact, it can have, because providing the solution you have locally allows for, not only cost reduction, because obviously they are saving on the shipping part, but also it helps to maximize the impact, because the more places you have hemp wood factories, the easier it gets to get hold of them and integrate them into projects within a short time, so
Yes.
That's absolutely an advantage. And knowing all of this, there might be people who are listening to this episode and they really want to get in touch with you. What are the different ways that you can collaborate with individuals, with companies? Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so anybody can contact hemp wood. We are contacted by both private consumers, so end users, as well as retail chains, so shops, the change of retail shops, as well as by distributors, by contractors, by companies who want to acquire the right to produce hemp wood locally. So anybody who wants to get in touch with hemp wood, you're very welcome. You will be helped by our team, who will then redirect you to the correct department within hemp wood. But everybody is very welcome to contact hemp wood, and we have a way of serving all types of customers.
Right. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to see hemp wood growing more and more every year, every month, every week, every day. And love the story of how you got involved personally in hemp wood, because I was sensing lots of environmental concerns as well in what you were saying, because you mentioned also the other natural elements. So that might also be the way in for many others who want to get to know more about natural fibers as replacements for wood, for plastic, for concrete, for many others. We have already replacements available in our immediate environment. So I would encourage anyone who is listening to this conversation afterwards to reach out to you to learn more about hemp wood, to learn more about hemp, and to think of solutions that are already available in abundance around us, that are good, healthy, long-lasting, and they can truly create an impact. So thank you so much, Tom, for being here. Anybody who is listening to this episode, and I will welcome you back with another interesting enterprise shortly.
Thank you very much.